Guys, what's up? Futurama Butthead Man here, and a lot of you guys have been viewing my Lego Planet Express ship and Lego Evil Planet Express ship, and I got a comment this morning for someone asking me to do a tutorial, so I'm gonna make a how to build video. This will be on the regular Planet Express ship, and I'll do another one for the Evil Planet Express ship. They're basically the same build, but it's just easier to split them in two because the video would be way too long. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, you're going to need 2 of these 4x6 pieces, and we're going to put them together like this. Then you're going to need 2 of the slanted pieces, blue. And put them next to each other like that. Then you need a 2x4 blue piece, then a 1x4, and you're going to need to make a 1x4 line of green. If you don't have 1x4, then you can use other green pieces to make it, like 2 1x2s or 4 1x1s, however you want to do it, or even 2 1 pieces like this, and then put a different color in between because those parts won't be seen because I didn't have enough of the 1x4 pieces. Light green would be the best. If you don't have light green, they're not really a common piece. Then you can use dark green, but I just had light green. So after you've made that 1x4, then you're going to get a 1x4 blue piece and put it right there. Oops, sorry, right there. Then make another 1x4 green. The only thing that's going to be showing is the sides, so as long as you have green on the sides here, then it doesn't matter what you put in the middle. But if you have a 1x4 light green or dark green, then you can use that. But that's what I had to do. Then another 1x4 blue piece. Another line of 1x4. Like that. Another 1x4 blue piece. And yet another line of 1x4 green. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 4 1x1 pieces of green. And put them like that. Okay, then you can take 2 2x4 red pieces and put them next to it like that. And make another 1x4 of blue. I didn't have another 1x4 blue apparently, because when I built it I used 2 2x1s like that. And finally, one last 1x4 of green. I'm gonna do it with a 1x1 and then a 2x1. Okay, now you're gonna want to take 2 of these bendy parts that go up and down like that. It doesn't matter what color. If you can find light gray, that'd be the best, so it blends in. And then take a 2x2 green and put it right in between like that. Now we'll start working on the top part. So you can use 2 of the slanted pieces like this in green. I just happen to have these more curvy ones, and I used 4 of them. And what I did was I took a 1x4 and stuck them right on top like that. But again, you can use 2 slanted green pieces if you don't have these pieces. And put them on like that. Then we're just going to stick this on top right here like that. Next, we're going to want to build the top. So let's start from here. So take a 1x4, 2x4, and stick it right on top like that. Then we'll take another 1x4 and put it right here. And we'll take a 1x4 and put it next to the 2x4. And then we'll do a 2x1 and put it right next to it like that. So we make a 4x4. And then we're going to put a 2x2 and 4 1x1s. Actually, 2 1x1s and a 2x1. If you have another 2x4 of the light green, you can use that. I just didn't have enough, so I just used whatever light green pieces I could find to get it. Now we're going to use 2 2x4s like that, and we have the top half. Next, you're going to need 4 of these pieces with the one hole in the middle. Green would be the best. Dark green. If you're making your ship light green, then you need dark green. If you're making the ship dark green, I would recommend using blue because if you use 2 dark greens, it's not going to work. So then we're just going to put them. We're going to start at the end here and just put them next to each other. I didn't have 4 greens, so I just used 1 blue, but it's not that noticeable. Okay, then take a slanted piece that's 3 at the bottom. Not the 2, but a 3. Put it like that. Then, if you have a square 1x1 piece like this, you can use that. Otherwise, you can just use something like this in dark green or dark blue. And we're just going to put it right there. Now we'll start construction on the top wing. First, you're going to need a 1x8 and a 2x1. We're going to put them right next to each other right next to each other like that. But first, we're going to flip it over like this, and then take a 1x2 red light piece, like the translucent red. If you don't have it, you can just use a regular red, but the translucent red works best to make it look like a light, which is what we need. Next, take a 1x6 and put it right here. Be sure to leave 1 open space here. Then you can fill this gap with a 1x2. Put it right there. And then we'll do a 1x4 and put it right here. Make sure that it's holding in place the red light like this. So make sure it looks like this. And then we'll fill this last gap with a 1x3 and a 1x2. Now we're ready to put on the wing. Now, make sure you have 2 that meet up and then 1 that's open, so that way you can stick it on top like that. And then it fits on top of the slanted piece like that. Now, before we go to the bottom, 2 things you want to do. First, you want to get 2 of these gray vents like this, and you're just going to want to stick them where you put the bendy part. 1 there, Flip it over. And another there. Sorry. Another right there. Like that. Now, on the top, you're going to want to take 2 of these circular pieces with a 1x1. Make sure that it matches whatever color you're making it. So if it's light green, make sure they're light green. If you're using dark green, make it dark green. But if you can't, then that's okay. Next, you're going to need one of the pieces that has like an opening like this at the end so that you can stick one of these cylinder pieces on it. Kind of like if you remember the Doc Ock at the end of his arms, he had his tentacles, he had one of these at the end of each, with the cross hole in there. And they both have to be green. Well, they don't have to be green, but make sure that they match, because see, the gun on top is a dark green, and then we're going to use this light gray piece. I had a square one, but you can use a round one. And that makes the little cockpit where Fry or Leela will sit in to man the gun. Oh, sorry. And you're going to want to stick it on in an in-between kind of way. Sorry. Hang on. So you're going to want to stick it on so that the circular piece is in between this and in between this. So like that. So it's in between but not on the peg. So like that, if you'll see how it's in between. Okay, so the top is done. Now we're going to move on to the bottom. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is cover this whole thing with light green flat pieces. So, make sure you leave a 2x4 gap right here because we're going to put something else there in a minute. But just going to want to fill this up. Like that. Okay, so now I didn't have enough pieces for something right here. So you can, just as long as the sides that you're looking on are green, you can fill it up with whatever you want on the inside because it's not going to be seen. So I had to put a dark green there, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to be seen. So okay, so to finish off, you're going to need a weird looking piece that's that has that will stick on top of the peg parts, but it's at an L. I'm sure you've seen the L pieces, but just make sure that this part has nothing on it because there are some that are made differently than this, I think. So, and make sure that there's a part here. So then you're going to want to take 2 of these pieces that they're kind of like an upside down slant, but make sure the pegs are on the top, not like, well, just by the picture, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And put them together. And you're going to want to place this part right on top in the middle, holding them both together like this, like that. And then we're going to take 2 1x2s and put them next to it like that. And that'll finish off that last section that we left open. Like that. There. Okay, so next, we're going to want to start building this part. So, you can take 2 of these, if you have them, but I happen to have these slanted ones to give it more of a slanted look. And we're going to want to stick them right. Hang on. You know what? This is going to... Sorry. It's hard holding my phone and building at the same time because I don't have a camera, so... You know, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the wing off. you know how to build the wing, so you don't need it. And we're gonna take the gun off. Okay, now we can work with it flat. Okay, so then you're gonna want to put that like that. Make sure you leave a 2x4 gap here because if you look at the ship, it curves like this and then curves down like this. Matt Groening has said that it kind of gives it an overbite like all his characters. And then I didn't have 4 of these, so I just put one of the slanted pieces right there. And then we're going to want to fill this up just a little bit, not completely. So we'll put one of these. We're going to fill that part up like that. And then put one. Hang on a sec. We're gonna have to. I built this part wrong. We're gonna need a 1x2, and we're gonna put it like that. Or you can use a 1x4, and then we're just gonna put these. We're gonna put 2x2s right there to finish the top. So we just had to switch those, and. Okay, something went wrong here. Hang on. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do some figuring out. Okay, so you can put a 2x4 here, or just make two more 1x4s. It doesn't matter, just as long as you have a space like that. So okay, then you're gonna want to put a dark green one right in the middle of this gap. Hang on. So you should have a 4x4 space right here, and you're going to want to put a dark green or a dark blue 2x4 right there. And then you're going to want to take 4 of these slanted pieces again, in blue or dark green, depending on what color you're making your ship, and just put them sticking out from the 2x4 like this. Okay, so now what I did to hold it together was I took a 2x6 and stuck it right there like that. And then I took a... Okay, so then you're going to want to take a 2x4 and stick it right on top of that 2x6. Then you're going to want to take 2 1x6s and stick them also right on top of the 2x6, right next to, on each side of the 2x4. So you have the other wings. Okay. Now you're ready to put another 1x2 translucent red, or red for the light on the end, on each of those wings like that. Now we just start filling the gaps. So here's how I'm going to do it with the pieces I have left. So I'm going to be using a lot of 1x2s, and just keep filling it until you get to the end of the 2x6 like that. Okay. And okay. And then I'll put a 1x8 to finish off this wing. Like that. and then just fill the rest of it with 1x2s, and then the last piece I have is a 1x4 to finish off the wing. And it doesn't matter what you use, just as long as you make two, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Two 1x8 sections and one 1x7 section like this, so you have the light like this. Okay, we're almost ready. We're almost done. So next, you're going to want to take two of the triangle pieces, opposites, and put them together like this. Make sure they match the color of the ship, and then you could either take one of these hood-looking pieces or another slanted piece and just put it right there like that. And then take a 1x2, put it right there, and then the more circular pieces, they all have to match, and stick it right there like that. This will be the landing gear for when, like the stairs come down when they land. And you're just going to want to put that right on this 1x4, so then the ship can stand up like that. Then we can put our wing back on, and the gunner. Coming along really nice. For the last step, you can do one of two things. I had this half circle piece from a Star Wars set where it had guns. Because you know how it has that half circle piece at the end for the thrusters. So you can if you don't have this, what you can do is you can just use a 2x4 and stick it on top here. And then I had this wheel piece with the with the 6 holes and then the cross in the middle. But I put a screwdriver there to make that circular so I can make it all blue lights. And then I just stuck them in the holes like this. And then I have a circular part with the blue lights for the blaster at the end. But you can just use a 2x4. You can make blue translucent lights work the best because they have blue fire thrusters in the back. But if you don't have that, then you can just use like a light blue or something. Not a light blue, just a regular blue or something. And then this fits snugly into this part like that. And then I just stick it on the back like that. So then it's got the circular thruster in the back like the regular planned express ship. But like I said, you can improvise what pieces you don't have and make it your way. So there we go. That is how you build a Lego Planet Express ship. Be sure to like and comment. And this is Futurama Butthead Man signing off.